So then guys, be sure to check out my good friends Cult Collectibles at a Comic-Con near you. They have Funko Pops for days across so many different categories and franchises, including commons, exclusives, vaulted rare, and even grail pieces. And they now also have their newly minted website, and we've teamed up to offer you guys 20% off your very first purchase using our code GEEKLOUNGE. So be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and at their website cultcollectibles.com and nab yourself some exclusive vaulted or even grail pieces at 20% off, again using code GEEKLOUNGE. Speaking of vaulted and grail pieces, let's check out their case. So we've got some X-Files with the Cigarette Smoking Man and Dana Scully, new Dana and Mulder on the way, Clay Morrow and Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy, Azrael, I always struggle with that name, that is the Chase variant. We've got Jesus, Abraham, Cole, oh yes, and also Eugene from The Walking Dead, Xander from Buffy in there as well, Bella Swan from the Twilight Saga, that 3-pack from Harry Potter, Underground Toys Freddy Krueger, Pinhead, as well as the Chase Jack Torrance. I do own all 3 of those. There's another one of those Freddy Kruegers. OG Glow in the Dark Crow, always such a cool piece to see, as well as 2 variants of Jareth from Labyrinth. We've then also got some Shinoa from Seraph of the End, Yamato Chase, Carrot Chase, Luffy Gear 5 Chase, and I'm going to say Chase so many times, Muchiro Tokito, another Gear 5, Trafalgar Law, Red Hawk Luffy, Luffy Gear 2, Shanks as well. We've got the Underground Toys exclusive Kirito, OG Mikasa, Edward Elric Chase, Toga Inamaki Chase, Minato Kakashi, Killer Bee, Komagi, Super Saiyan Trunks, another Komagi, as I said, so many chases, 2 variants of Ed from Shaun of the Dead. Check this out guys, the complete Anchorman collection. I do own this already, but yeah, such an awesome collection. Exclusive Jack Sparrow, Agent Smith from The Matrix, a few Disney ones, Miguel with a guitar, Cheshire Cat, always love to show off that many stickers, including the glow and the flocked one, Gus Gus and Slippy, don't see that too often, Sally Seated, Shere Khan, Bambi, Sebastian, Genie, Jafar, so many cool OG Disney pieces, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Daniel Bryan, Macho Man Randy Savage, The Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Nature Boy Ric Flair, that 2K19 exclusive, then we got Lucy Van Pelt, I think Peppermint was that, Bigfoot, Lala from Teletubbies. On the other side we've got Kaylee, Dustin, Snowball Dance from Stranger Things, River Song, Thomas Shelby, Chase with that weird white outline on the Chase sticker. Check these out guys, Hank Schrader, Jesse Pinkman, Mike Ehrmantraut, Saul Goodman, awesome Breaking Bad pieces. I need those first 3, I've only got Saul, I need the other 3 for my collection. Lino and Mumra from Thundercats as well, I do own both of those. We got a Mimi tucked in behind some, or tucked by the side I should say, of a bunch of horror stuff. Tiffany, Chucky signed, Georgie Chase, Bill from It, Leatherface, we've got Karen there, Marty McFly, Back to the Future, such a cool one, Beetlejuice, as well as Evan from Superbad. Then we've got a Ichigo trio of chases here. Yeah, really cool to see. I think I own almost all of those, maybe not that middle one. Tundro Hinakami Kagura chase, Aoi, we've got Inosuke, Guillaume, Susumaru, Light, still need that one for my collection. There is the Harpy Lady from Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Clicker, in amongst, check this out guys, not quite the complete set, but almost, Resident Evil, Nemesis, Jill Valentine, Leon Kennedy, and Liquor. Would love to own those in my collection one day. Pennywise Chase, and again, another cool collection here, Wendy, Danny, and the Grady twins from The Shining. That would be such a cool bunch of pieces to own as well. We've got Supersonic Chase, Bonnie from FNAF, Reptar, Don Verkin, I think that's how you pronounce that, from Skyrim. Again, don't see those every day, nor do you see Butthead, the OG Butthead. They just announced new Beavis and Butthead ones to come out. The lips on this just look so weird though, they look so dark, like he's gothic. Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa, 2 cool pieces there. Lightning from Big Trouble in Little China, Harley Quinn, as well as Asterix. We've got Silent Centurion, Ren and Stimpy, the Chase variant of Stimpy, pretty cool. Holographic Emperor, Fifth Brother from Rebels. A couple of Ghost Pops, I think they were quite popular at the con this weekend as well. We've got this Chase, Iron Maiden, Mark and Travis from Blink-182, and then finally on this bottom shelf, OG Leonardo, Chase Mr. Bean, Captain America from the Winter Soldier, OG Hulk, 2 variants of Thor from Infinity War with 2 different stickers, always love to show those off, She-Hulk, Mimi Chase, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the 2K316 variant, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. What's up Multiverse, Dr. Dave here, welcome to the Geek Lounge. I know, the intro halfway or a third of the way through the video, pretty crazy right, but I did want to put an emphasis on our code with Cult Collectibles guys. Once again, that is Geek Lounge, all in caps, no spaces. You get 20% off your next purchase. I think I may have said first purchase in that hunt footage, but technically it's your next purchase. You could have bought something off Cult Collectibles before, but as long as you use our code in your next purchase, you will get 20% off. And to be perfectly honest, there are a ton more Funko Pop vendors at the con that I could have filmed, including some of my other good friends. I just wanted to again put some emphasis on Cult Collectibles and our code. And if you guys wanted to know which con it was for the Love of Fantasy, Monopoly Events' debut show here in London. They're well established in Liverpool, Manchester, Scotland, Wales, and now London. I believe they are also having their first show in Birmingham at the NEC next year. And just some very quick comments on this event, guys. As I said, it was Monopoly's debut event here in London, and it took place at the XL. Now, if you know your cons, you'll know that MCM Comic Con has a well-established relationship with the XL. In fact, and I've actually had this confirmed by an MCM staff member, they actually own the exclusive rights to the term Comic-Con to be used at the XL. Hence the reason Monopoly put on For the Love of Fantasy as their first show here in London. There may have been some other deals that MCM have specifically with the XL, because I know it was a little bit tough for them to get their foot in the door, because they had to go pretty specific with their themes. I'd say the show was about 90% vampires. I think overall they were going for like a supernatural theme, more the theme than the show itself, although Mark Sheppard was there and they also had the baby car prop. But yeah, it was like 90% vampires, you know, Vampire Diaries, the originals, Twilight, Buffy, loads of guests from those kinds of shows. And so for me personally, it wasn't the most, let's say, diverse guest list, but everyone looked like they had a really good time. You know, the Salvatore brothers, I think that's how you pronounce that anyway, always very, very popular. Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley and tons of other guests. It looked pretty busy from a guest standpoint, but yeah, I believe 20-odd thousand people attended, and yeah, from what I heard, the show went very, very well. And I may have also been eavesdropping on one of the head honchos speaking with some of the vendors to say that XL were also very happy with the show. So that means for next year, for the Love of Fantasy 2025, will be much, much bigger, and they can be a lot more diverse in terms of their guest list. So it won't just have to be vampires and supernatural. Those will all return, but I heard shows or even movies like Lord of the Rings mentioned, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Stranger Things. So yeah, I think we're going to get that much more kind of diverse fantasy genre with next year's show, which is going to be very, very cool. I don't think they've released any dates just yet. I imagine we're talking kind of August time once again. But yeah, we won't get any guest announcements probably until the new year. They obviously have to concentrate with their Scotland and Liverpool shows coming up over the next couple of months. But if you just go ahead and follow them on social media, Monopoly Events have their own accounts, but they do also have individual ones for each con. Just go and follow all of them, guys. You can see all the con announcements. Monopoly, one of the best in the game when it comes to guests. And in terms of my haul from the con, guys, I actually only picked up one thing, but I have had a few other deliveries this week, so I figured we'd check those out too. First up, the thing I did pick up at Comic-Con, guys, the OG Ultimate Warrior. So I picked this up for 20 quid, which I thought was a really good price considering the figure was around a £40 pop. However, after checking recent eBay sales, it does seem to have gone for between 20 to 25. Not sure if that's got something to do with the more recently released Hall of Fame variant, but either way, I'm happy to now have it in the collection. Definitely want to get some more of the OG WWE ones that have had newer releases too, like Roddy Piper or Kane, for instance. But this Warrior is cool, love all the different colours. I mean, imagine something like this was glow in the dark, it'd look pretty sick. And in terms of the deliveries this past week then, guys, first up we have this awesome Daredevil comic cover. And when this one was announced, I was like, now that is a cool comic cover, and considering I own the actual comic or graphic novel for this and have it signed, I was like, yeah, I am definitely picking this one up, as I don't tend to grab all the comic covers. I mean, I'd love to, I just don't really have a lot of space for them right now. But then I realised I actually don't have this comic, nor do I have it signed. I mistook it for the Mark Waid series that started publishing around 2012, when in fact this is the Kevin Smith Guardian Devil series from the late 90s. Either way, I'm still happy to have it in the collection. It's an awesome cover, was drawn by former Marvel CCO Joe Quesada and inked by Jimmy Palmiotti, and the pop being upside down with those kind of like ominous red and black tones. Yeah, I think this is definitely one of the better Funko comic covers out there. Next up we got Mars from Black Clover. So I completely forgot about Mars. He was an exclusive from the last wave of Black Clover Funko Pops, a GameStop exclusive in the US if I'm not mistaken. Well, I guess pretty much everywhere there is a GameStop. We don't have them here in the UK. They're pretty prevalent across Europe. I honestly don't know why. But I'm going to be honest, I thought he was a slightly odd choice for a release. Not that I dislike the character, it's just I feel there are other characters who are either more popular or who have featured a lot more in the anime and manga and have yet to have a Funko Pop released, if that kind of makes sense. Regardless, this pop is still freaking awesome. I love the detail on it, that spiky light purple hair. You got that one lock falling down close to those turquoise mage stones embedded in the forehead as well as the chest. I will say though, shame we didn't get the coloured eyes. His eyes are kind of like a light pink, but it does seem that that's an inconsistency with Funko on some characters, particularly in anime. The white outfit with black and brown trim looks sweet though. The black fur coat with the embedded crystals and Diamond Kingdom insignia looks awesome, and as with all Black Clover Funkos, we get the Grimoire too. Mars of course known for his crystal magic, which makes up this cool magic-like base. I also picked up the rather flashy Funko Shop exclusive Tengen. So we were all screaming for a Tengen Funko Pop for ages, and now we've had a whole bunch release in quick succession. Well, we got a common and a chase release. There's that younger variant on the way in the next wave, and then we have this Funko Shop exclusive one in his robes from the Entertainment District arc. Oh yeah, and I guess there is also that other one from the Entertainment District arc, the moment where he is facing off against Gyutaro, which does look pretty cool. But yeah, this is one where I was like, is it necessary? I think he appears like this in literally 1 or 2 scenes, but it does kind of go with the 3 boys in their courtesan disguises, I suppose. And at the end of the day, we have seen Funko really milk the Demon Slayer line, so it wasn't really a surprise. I do still like it though, the maroon robes and eyes, the let down hair, but certainly not the best Demon Slayer Funko Pop out there. And who wants to bet we'll get another Tengen Pop from the Hashira training arc? Then there's the SDCC exclusive, well I guess shared sticker exclusive, Satoru Gojo. So I was personally a little disappointed with the SDCC releases this year, although my bank account wasn't. I just felt some of the releases, particularly for anime, were so-so. I mean, Gaara and Shinobu were a little bit lazy, and even this Gojo, I was like, not too bothered by it, but you know, feasting my own eyes on it right now, I have to say it is fairly cool, albeit it's kind of a little weird as Jugo's head is so small compared to Gojo's. It's like not quite true Funko aesthetic, if that kind of makes sense. Regardless, the little Jugo head still looks great, and Gojo himself, I mean, he always looks great, but was it necessary to have another Gojo pop? I mean, I know he's a super popular character, but could we not have had a new character or a really cool looking variant of someone else? The fact this one didn't sell out and is still readily available, I think proves my point, but let me know what you guys think. And the last pop to check out in this video, guys, is Falco's Jaw Titan. Can't wait to get into this one. And with that, the Titans collection is once again complete. You know what? That is a little bit of a lie because I don't have the black and white Colossal, nor do I have the glow-in-the-dark female, but I'm honestly not bothered with those, and I don't think Galliard's Jaw Titan has released just yet. Actually, you know what? That may even be a lie. Well, it's definitely not released over here in the UK. Maybe it has released in the US. Either way, I'll be picking that up at some point because I absolutely freaking love Attack on Titan. News just announced this week they're putting together those last 2 episodes to make a movie with some added footage. I mean, they're definitely milking it a bit, but colour me intrigued. As for this pop, I freaking love it. Falco's Jaw Titan had the best look of the 3 Jaw Titans in my opinion. You got that double jaw, you know, the Titan-like one as well as the human-like one inside, those evil-looking red eyes, the feathery body, talons, and even this, I guess, slashing effect to make the pose and figure more dynamic. Yeah, I like it a lot. And well, there we go, guys. That's another 6 Funko Pops unboxed and added to the collection. One more time, make sure to check out cultcollectibles.com and use our code GEEKLOUNGE, all caps, no spaces at checkout, to get yourself 20% off. I recommend you buy like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 items, get your money's worth, or even a Grail piece at £100 and above. I mean, you spend £100, you get 20% off, right? You're literally getting it for 80 quid. A pretty good deal, if I do say so myself. Once again, Geek Lounge, all caps, no spaces, cultcollectibles.com. Otherwise, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated. I hope you did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop some comments below. If anyone did attend for the love of fantasy, what was your thoughts? Yay or nay? Are you looking forward to next year's event? And as always, we've got plenty more content on the way for you guys. Usual Funko, Lego, statues, figures, and TCGs are all incoming. Speaking of TCGs, particularly Naruto Kaiju, a lot of you do watch my channel for that. We have had some leaks for the new set coming very, very soon, guys. So I'll be doing a news update this coming Friday. Also this weekend, I'm finally going to be getting to my Naruto and One Piece shelf, which is over there. I'm going to be decorating it. Should be good fun. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And then, yeah, tons more content in the weeks and months ahead, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for all of it. What is the easiest way to stay tuned? Of course, I stay tuned way too many times, but you already know. Subscribe, hit click, smash that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content, guys. Thanks again for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds.